What's going on, guys? So this is Callan Combs. I'm a 2016 MI40 Ambassador candidate, and I wanted to briefly go over my experience with the MI40 Foundation program that I just completed this week. I'm super excited about it, and so let's just kind of get started. I will give you a little briefing of what my body was at, where I was at before I started with the MI40 training program, which was the foundation program that we did from probably the late part of May all the way until this past week. So it was a 6-week program, and I will give you some tips, some things that I thought through the program, and how I think this program has changed the way I will probably train, hopefully for the rest of my life. So before the program started, I had done probably 3 or 4 of Ben's programs through 2016. So I'd got on the MI40 Nation website, and I've been a member for a while, and decided to start doing MI40 programs. So I started with the primer phase, which was done probably for 3 or 4 weeks in the early part of 2016. I had laid off and not lifted for about 4 or 5 weeks at the end of 2015 to prime my body into lifting in 2016. I was dealing with some injuries, and I just wanted to take some time off from the gym, get my mind right, and start training in 2016. So before I did the foundation program, I would probably done 3 or 4 of Ben's programs on the MI40 Nation website. So if you haven't got on that website, get on there. There are 6-week training programs that are precise as you'd want them. It'll talk about eccentric overload, concentric timing, rest in between sets. And I will let you know, if you have never done 5 sets of deadlift with 40 seconds reps in between each set, you don't know what you're missing. So get on the MI40 Nation website, check it out, and you'll get 6-week training programs that will be specifically for you to gain that quality muscle. So I'd done those Ben Pakulski MI40 Nation programs for, I don't know, 5 months leading into the MI40 Nation Foundation program, and that started the late part of May. I'll give a little bit of background of my nutrition, where I was at with my metabolism. I had been probably eating around 2,000 calories a day, which for close to 200-pound guys, I could tell right off the bat from the MI40 Foundation program that I was going to need to increase my calories. It was something that I had done out of just not wanting to gain weight. So I'd taken the 4 weeks off at the end of 2015 and taken some pictures, and noticed that my body composition from the time I started to the time that I finished with that 4-week layoff had completely changed, with about a 5-pound weight loss. I just looked horrible, I looked pathetic. So my goal was to go ahead and decrease calories, get some fat off, and start increasing. Well, as I progressed through the early part of 2016, the decrease happened, but it continued to happen. So I put a video on this a couple months ago, or actually a couple weeks ago, about training and how you have to go through different cycles of increasing and decreasing calories. Well, what I did was I just continued decreasing my calories, where my metabolism was down-regulated, and pretty honest, I felt pretty crappy to start the MI40 Foundation program. So I didn't want to jump into anything too crazy with an increase in calories. I think with my body weight, it was around about 2,700 calories on the MI40 Foundation program. So I didn't jump right into doing that just because I'd been on 2,000 calories for the last 4 or 5 months, or around about 2,000 calories. So started at about 2,300 calories. And the first 1 and 2 weeks were perfect. Everything felt good. The cardio was great. I hadn't had any experience with any kind of CNS fatigue. I was sleeping great. About the 3rd week, it hit me. And I think it was just the coupling of the hard training and the cardio that we were doing. Usually hit cardio anywhere from 3 or 4 times a week. Some of these were before my workouts on a leg day. I would also do the row machine, the 5